Hi guys, do you know that you can build your first Power BI dashboard in 30 minutes? Yes, you heard me right. In 30 minutes, you build your first ever dashboard with Power BI. No stress, no anything. And I'll be helping you in this tutorial to create and build your first interactive dashboard with Power BI. Yes. So what do you need? You need your your laptop, your PC, you need Power BI installed on it, you need the data set, and you need a straight 30-minute focus with no disturbance. That's all you need to build your first Power BI dashboard. So I'm walking you through this in 30 minutes. So let's go right into it. When you open Power BI on your laptop for the first time, this is what you will see. You'll see the Power BI homepage. But here now, you click on blank report and then it will open Power BI for then you can start building your first dashboard. So if you don't have Power BI installed, there are two ways you can install Power BI. You can go to your browser or you go to Microsoft Store. So in Microsoft Store, you just need to sign in and search for Power BI desktop and you download from it. So that's the first option. So you search for Power BI, you can see it's a free app. As you install, you can install your own Power BI desktop. So once you do, that's the first thing you can install. So the reason why it's advisable to install in Microsoft Store is because as Power BI keeps sending updates, you will be getting the update. Your Power BI in your desktop will automatically be updated if you download from Microsoft Store. So another aspect is you download from the browser. So you just search Power BI download Power BI desktop on your browser and you'll see the first URL and you download it. So that's another way of how you can install Power BI. Once downloaded, you can go and install on your PC so you can have Power BI. You have Power BI before. So now Power BI is open, and this is how Power BI looks like if you are just getting to know Power BI. So this is the canvas where you build your dashboard. You have the table view here where you see all the information that you loaded, all the data that you loaded into your model. You see model view where you build your model, which you'll be covering later in more of advanced Power BI to learn more about building solutions. But today, you want to build your first dashboard with Power BI. So what we'll do is we are getting our data into in CSV. So we get data into our Power BI. So build our first dashboard. So to if you want to practice along, you can find the link to the data sets used there in the description. So just click on the description, you'll find the download file here. So you can download the file for this practice demo and you can practice along and build your own first dashboard. So I'll go to get data here and I'll select text or CSV. For select text or CSV, it will tell me, okay, where am I picking my data from? And I will pick this data from here where I downloaded the data set. So when you want to get your own, when you download it anywhere you store it in, so you can get it in that aspect. But this is a CSV file. So and we're not doing any transformation or things, but you're building your first dashboard. Just load the data and okay, now that our data is loaded, find your data pane, find the data view here. Somewhere here you can see these are all the information in the data. For you to be able to view what is inside, you go to table view and it will show you all the records inside. So yeah, this is the data and now you can do your dashboard, do your analysis. So we start with basic thing here. We have first of all is exploring the data. So just we have transaction ID, we have date, customer ID, we have gender, age, product category, quantity. So this is the sales data. This is sales data, so you can see, okay, how many total number of transactions do you have within each day? How many number of customers? These are type of thing you want to see. Okay, what is the category with more customer, category with more uh, revenue? So you can do those basic analysis and you select card visual. So this is where you build this is a visualization pane. This is data pane where you select the record that you want into a chart. So you drag the record into it. So that's what data pane is. It will show you all the tables and all the columns. So in visualization pane, this is where you select the type of chart that you want to display in this camera. So for now, I want to display a card visual. I will select card. Once I select card, you can see a card visual is there already, and all those Excel, everything appear because this is my fourth canvas where you will see all the visual you want to build. So in this card, I want to see total transaction. I can just come to transaction ID and I will drag it into this field. So when I drag it into this field, you can see there is what we call visual level aggregation in Power BI. You don't need to write anything. Power BI will like do the aggregation for you. That do you want a count of this, or and click on the drop down and select different things, basic aggregation that you can do. I won't count these things, and the same thing because the record is like 1,000 records. So count things means I want to count only the 16 value, which is unique value. So let's say the record contains duplicate. Maybe you have one order and you have one order, there are different items. Let's say 10 different items in one order. So those ID will be duplicated. So and it will not count as a transaction, it will not count as one transaction. It will count it how many times that counts. It will count it how many times it is duplicated. But count these things, we count it only once, even when it's duplicated 10 times. To recognize that this is one information or one record. So yeah, that's count transaction. So what I will do is I'll copy Ctrl C, Ctrl V because I want to maintain the same size. I want to do other things. So instead of me like bringing again and sizing, I will just change this. I'll remove this transaction here. I want to see count of customer, count of customer, 16 also. How many customer purchases? There is also customer purchases also. And then now I want to look at the total amount, which is the revenue, which is the revenue. Right, so I'll just come to total amount. I'll tag it here to so Power BI will do visual level aggregation. You can see there's also at least a number column. How do you identify a number column and a text column? A number column has this summation sign, this key sign. Anytime you load the data in here, you know that okay, number column because it has key sign. All these others do not have anything is text column. This is a date column. And the reason why this date is not showing is because in my global setting of Power BI, none of the that's why the date icon is not showing here. On your own, you'll find a date icon and the hierarchy that will show month, year, we're able to break down in that aspect. The reason why I turn it off, I'll cover it in another video. So this is the revenue, and then the last one I will just try to let me make it in size this. Yeah. Control V, I paste what I copied before because it's in my clipboard. And I want to say the quantity sold. I will just go again and select quantity and it will show me the quantity sold. Now I have my KPI metrics here. Simple and easy. You can see how you're building a Power BI dashboard. Very simple. Now I want to see maybe the revenue by period, which is revenue by date. I'll put date on the X axis and I'll put total amount on my Y axis. And you can see that it has shown me the revenue across period. So in your own, you might want to see revenue by month. You can just select the hierarchy drop down, put month in your X axis instead of date. So even though you put dates in your X axis, you have hierarchy. You have year, month, and quarter in your home. So if I want to use month here, I want to like create my own month. So this is the revenue by date. Also, I want to see by product category by amount. I'll select product category on Y axis because this is the bar chart. The start bar chart that I put here, and I'll put the total amount on my X axis. Now I can see total amount by product category. So Also, I want to see gender by category. I will just put my donor chart. I want to see that in donor chart. And I will select gender by revenue. Which gender has more revenue? And we can be able to see it here. And also, I want to see customer by their revenue. So I'll just put that on the bar chart, stack bar chart, and I'll put customer ID and revenue. Now we have all this information. You build your first dashboard. And you can see from blank canvas, you'll be able to like put some insights into your canvas, and now it's turning to dashboard where people can understand what you have in the data and understand more the data more better and make decision with it. And that's what you just. So now, how can you make it look like a real dashboard? Make the designing more formatting, more anything. So now you have all the information. So anytime I'm building dashboard, before you build dashboard, you need to have all your metrics. You need to have all of them identified. And that's what you just did now. You have all your metrics identified. You now need to make it look good, look gorgeous. So to start, I don't like this thing. I can go to view here in your ribbon and change it to change it to this color, which is this accessible achieve here. I want to change it to, I want to put a title and go back to insert and I will click on shape. And I'll select rectangle because I want to put a header in the title of my report on the dashboard and make it so. And you can find the title there now. So I'll come to text box. I want to add the title as I mentioned. So in text box, you type what you want to type. I'll put my first retail sell analysis dashboard. So I need to format the text. I'll highlight everything, come to formatting here, give it 28, make it bold, italic, and you can see make it wider so I have one line. I'll move it to my header. For that, Ctrl Z, I want to move. So I'll move this here, my first dashboard. Okay. So now I don't want this background there and I want the color to be white. So for me to turn off the background, I'll come to effect, select the display on the card, you'll find it in general here. Effect. Anytime you want to give a title, you want to turn off background, you want to do anything on a chart, you always in general. When you click on that chart, you find your format pane. I'll turn off the background. And you can see now the background is turned off. I change this to white. I'll highlight everything and I'll come to change it to white. Yeah, so we now have header, sales dashboard analysis. The next one now is to make a format of how the KPI wants. So come here, I want to rename this to total orders, the transaction. I'll give it total orders and it will rename there. I'll change this to also to number of customers. This one will be revenue. This one will be quantity stock. Now we have title. Now it's now format how I want it to look. I'll come to format pane to format your visual. everything will be in format string. After you like two, the color value, I want to reduce the size of the number, 35, maybe it's smaller, make it bold. Yeah. So also, what else do I want? Format. I want to format the border. I want to give it a border. So it should not be just plain. So I want to be able to identify it. So I want to visual border or change to color. If I click visual border now, you can find the border here now. So I will come back to format pane, general effect. My visual border, I don't want darker color. I want a little lighter color. And I want to give it a border radius, rounded corner, a 10, 10, 10. So now we just made that into this. So instead of me replicating for others, what I will just do is use come to home ribbon, do format painter. The format painter help you to like copy a format from one visual and you can apply it to that same visual in the other place. So I can click on format painter and I will select it. And you can see that applies to this second one, telling me I don't have the same alignment. Okay, okay, same alignment now. I'll put the same format also, put it on revenue. And you can see it has applied that also. I'll put the same format, put it on quantity, so apply the same format here also. Make sure it's always aligned. So now I need to format these cells by date. I'll come here with my format tab, general. In the title and in the effect, I'll come to visual border also, put it into a lighter color a little bit. On the corner should be 10, on the corner should be 10. And then the title, I don't want the sum of total amount by date, I want revenue by date. I can come here and I will rename it revenue by date. So I want it to be a little bold. I don't want black color. I want this color for consistency. And come to visual. I don't want this title below here, which is days. I don't want the sum of total amount on the axis. So I'll come to x-axis. I'll turn off the title because I don't need it again. For the values, I can make it a little bigger. They can show more better. And change the color also, maybe from lighter one to darker one. They can come out. I will do the same for y-axis. I don't want the title. Increase the value to darker value. Increase the value also. So here now you have the value by revenue per date. You can apply format painter to other one here too also. But what format painter will do is it will not apply to all this internal visual that you will apply to the external one. And the reason is because they are not the same type of chart. Adding made are the same type of chart like for this card visual, when you apply it, apply everything that we on the first one, the inside, the outside into the. So if I want to do same format visual on this one, like anything I apply, I should apply on this because they're the same type of visual. Anything I apply here, I copy it and I paste it here to apply to it. But this one, only the external one, which will be the border region. If I come here now and I do format printer on other one, you'll see nothing change except the border if I select it and border does apply only the border because I only apply that one is the general, the outside border. Okay, this apply the internal one. Good. On the X and Y axis. So now we move a little bit to this axis. Okay. I'll come here, I will name the title here also general title, the revenue, revenue by product category. And also one other thing I will do here is I want to put on the data labels. The data labels is the value of will show the value of every record font. I'll just do format painter and apply it to this one also. We'll do it first and then I'll rename it from general title. It should be revenue by customer, revenue by customer. So I will need to do same for gender. So revenue by gender, revenue by gender, and make it align. Yeah, give a little spacing, make everything align, and you are good to go. And with this, you'll be able to build a first dashboard. You can see from that one that you have now, you'll be able to like make it more, just make it more astonishing, and and put a little, and put dates at the top here, so in case you want to like see by the day, by the month, and put your own you type it is one that you want to there. And for turn off slider, I don't want the slider. The value I want to increase it 11. The color should be white. You might thinking why is it white and the background, but I don't want the white background. Background should be this color, consistent. And see now, then I'll come to general. I will turn on background, and now it is. Now just move it up. Yeah, it's a little bit upper take line. Come to visual bar in your values, and make it bold. Slicer header to the title at the top and rename it. I want it to be uppercase. Okay, the bold color should be white also. Yes. And now you can filter by date and you show the interaction. And you can see that everything adjusts. How to clear the slicer. And this is how you build your first dashboard. So you can see how easy it is to build your first dashboard. Download the practice file, and when you build your own, share it on your socials and tag me, let me know, and then we'll go into another one in another next video. So let me know if you be able to like build yours also. Tag me on. Congratulations, I'm excited for you building your first dashboard in Power BI. So if you follow through the end, kudos to you, and make sure you like, you subscribe, and I have a lot of projects, real life projects in data analytics and other Power BI content and data analytics content I'll be pushing out. So click the subscribe button, turn your bell notification, and if you read dashboard finish, make sure you share to your social page. Visibility is part of things that will help you in this career. So share it on your social media page, whether on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, anywhere, and make sure you tag me, same username, or across my social media. So see you in the next video, guys. Bye.